How does Berserker's Fury enchantment work? It's a chest-only enchantment with a max level of 3, I believe. There you have it. When hit, it enrages us, increasing our damage output. That's what this enchantment does. How does the Chromatic Aberration enchantment work? It's an enchantment exclusively for shears, as we can see. What this enchantment does is that the wool we obtain will change color randomly. For instance, this white sheep gave me these varied wool colors. What does the chain enchantment do? It's an axe enchantment that when breaking a tree, I don't have one here, but now I've got it, see? So you use the chain, break, and the whole tree falls. Got it? It's like using a tree capitator mod. What does the Crescendo Balls enchantment do? Okay, it's an enchantment up to level 5 that applies to crossbows. It lets you shoot additional times with each reload, where it's enchanted. Got it? To give you an idea, here's how it works. At level 5, when I reload, I can shoot 5 extra arrows. It's pretty overpowered, honestly. It'd be cool if Minecraft had this. How does the Boon on Earth enchantment work? Okay, it's an enchantment that's for, well, it doesn't say who it's for. I don't quite get why, but I think it's for Pico. Alright, the max level of this enchantment is level 5. Got it? And basically, as it says here, ores are likely to be found when mining rock. It's pretty clear what it does. In survival, if you mine rock, there's a chance you'll get ore when breaking rock with this enchantment. See, it just gave me coal, did you notice? And it does the Endless Quiver enchantment. It's a bow enchantment. I think it only has 1 level. Let's enchant the bow as an example. Basically, it makes arrows infinite. If I use modded arrows, like explosive ones, which normally run out, they won't, which honestly is pretty awesome to be able to do. You might ask, is this enchantment compatible with mending? Well, yes, it actually is. So it's basically overpowered. This is insane. This is absolutely crazy, basically. How does the worker exploitation enchantment work? There's only 1 level, and it's for shears. The enchantment doubles the wool we get, but our sheep takes damage. So we right click, get tons of wool, 6 pieces, but our sheep gets hurt. How does the ice enchantment work? It goes up to level 5, right? It's an enchantment that slows attackers. I think it's for tools like swords. See, it's there. As you can see, it says it'll slow them down. Doesn't seem to give extra damage, just an effect. Well, I don't have a way to test it, but that's what the enchantment does. Growth Serum has a 50% chance of instantly regrowing wool for shear. When you right click to get wool, there's a 50% chance it'll regrow immediately. What does the Noble Deeds enchantment do at level 3? Basically makes enemies drop items directly. Or does it convert drops directly into experience? About enemy drops, if I use this enchanted sword on a zombie, you'll see it doesn't drop anything. You might say, but zombies don't drop rotten flesh normally? Well, they do, but this converts it to X. What does Life Mending 3 enchantment do? Basically, it's an enchantment for any type of tool, as we can see. It works especially well for all kinds of tools. Let's put it on the sword, and it uses the regeneration we get to repair tools. There's not much more to explain, really. Normal mending repairs tools with mob experience. This mending repairs with regenerated health instead of experience. How does the Miner's Fervor enchantment work? It obviously looks like an enchantment for pickaxes, and there we have it. For any type of tool you can mine with, and basically it says you'll mine very fast but never instantly. So it's like, let's see, I'll mine, and indeed you mine very fast but never instantly. I'd like to know. And now I apply a haste effect if it's programmed so I can't mine instantly, and indeed you have that small note that no matter how efficient you are, you'll mine fast but never instantly. Oh, well, they nerfed it. I'll set haste to 250 so you can see it won't let you insta mine, you know. When here you can with your hand, but with the pickaxe it won't let you. How does the Nature Laying enchantment work? It's a level 7 enchantment, okay? Basically it can be applied to hoes and is used for a specific purpose. It's used to make crops grow faster. Got it? If I enchant this and place it like so, then plant a crop, you'll see. Look, it lets you grow crops instantly. Right clicking doesn't affect grass though, so that's its main use. As you can see, the rebounding enchantment goes up to level 5 and basically makes swords or melee attacks reach much further. I guess if I now have 3 reach with this, I could attack from further away. I'll use a normal sword and summon a zombie. Theoretically, the normal sword can't reach here, and neither can this one. It can also be applied to armor. Maybe it's more useful for defense than attack. They say melee attackers will find themselves pushed much further away. So if I equip this, I should be further away. Obviously the description is a bit vague, but theoretically it should be an enchantment for armor rather than tools. What does the Reflective Defense enchantment do? It's an armor enchantment that basically blocks attacks and can damage the attacker. In other words, blocked attacks can harm the attacker. Got it? So it deflects incoming attacks, potentially hurting the person who attacked us. How does the Scavenger enchantment work? It goes up to level 3 and basically makes killed mob roll their loot tables twice. It's an enchantment that lets us reroll light drop. So if we're not satisfied, That's basically what it does. How does the Shelled Blush enchantment work? Oh, it's already at level 7, and basically it empowers the damage done by shields. If these are the shields, you can theoretically take this enchantment and equip it. And if there are other damage dealing enchantments, this way we'd get more damage output with the shield. What does the Spearfishing enchantment do? Basically it kills with a trident that's been thrown. In other words, a launched trident can catch a fish. Honestly, I don't see much use for this, to be fair. Obviously, I understand it must have the loyalty enchantment. I'm not sure if it needs to be thrown in a specific way. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Look, we caught a fish. Killing the mob gave me cooked fish. That's weird. What if I go physical? Even in physical, it's the same. I have to shoot it. Let's see. Nothing this time. It didn't give me anything. This time it gave me another fish. Well, that's what this enchantment does. What does Stephen's footing enchantment do? Basically, it negates the mining speed penalty. It counters the penalty when flying. I think it's for boots, right? Indeed, I'm not sure if it's just for boots or any armor. Let's see. Not just for boots. So I'll equip it. Okay, so you can see what it does, but basically, if I stand here and start mining, right, this block and I jump, you'll see it takes longer to mine. Normally it's fast, so if I jump while mining, it should be the same speed as normal. And it is. What does the Capturing 7 enchantment do? Basically, Capturing goes up to level 7. It's an enchantment that gives mobs a small chance of dropping their spawn egg. At level 7, the probability must be quite high. As you can see, it costs 28 levels to apply. It's no joke of an enchantment. If I kill a zombie now, I have a small chance of getting its egg. Obviously, I don't know the exact chance. I'm just killing for demonstration. But why? Why do we have this enchantment? Or why do we want it? Well, with this Apotheosis mod, we can mine a spawner. It's this element here. We can mine it with a Silk Touch pickaxe and obtain the spawner itself. It's not dropping the egg now, but trust me, I've seen it work elsewhere. If I break a spawner with a Silk Touch pick, I get the spawner. This doesn't happen in vanilla Minecraft. So if you have the spawner, you can customize the mobs it spawns. How does the Temptation enchantment work? Basically, what it does is it makes nearby farm animals animated. For example, a sheep stays here. Ah, so animals follow you. Oh, I see. That's what it does. I thought the definition was odd. It basically makes them follow me. If I remove the hoe from my hand, see how it stops following. If I hold it again, it's like I have food they like. That's basically what it does. What does the Bane of Illiger's enchantment do? It goes up to level 10 and seems quite important, making Illigers take more damage. I don't get why Illigers are so important, since they're just villagers and pillagers, and you don't encounter pillagers that often. Anyway, let's grab some weapons. Let's get a pillager and see. Is there anyone with Illager? And theoretically in one hit. There it is, almost dead in one hit. It really does more damage, but for a Ravager, let's see, weapon. Normally we do 12 damage with a crit, and with this we do 12 too. So it doesn't affect Ravager. Well, that's what this enchantment does.